Today, we're going to be checking out dumb stuff we did as kids. This is a brand new channel that just came out, okay? I don't know if we're going to like them very much. They seem annoying and kind of cringe, but we're going to be watching it. And, I don't know what I'm saying, bro. When we were kids, we were dumb. Like, really dumb. Like, take a bath with a toaster dumb, or play hide and seek in the washing machine dumb. So, we're going to be talking about all the dumb moments we had as kids, and you got to decide who was dumbest.
Everyone settle down. Everyone settle down. I'm going to drag you guys through some real pain.
Oh, no.
It was, what was it?
September 11th.
2006, maybe?
That's the year I was born.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
born.
Holy crap, this is green that way.
Well, how do you remember this?
I was about 6 years old.
If we were running this channel, I think we need a whole animation where we're all really young. Smaller models just look so cute. Look how tiny we are.
Nadway's always tiny, so.
Okay. I'm not trying to crash out. It's okay.
And-
You were 6 years old in 2006? Whoa.
Ozzy, are you retired already?
I'm about to.
You're an old man.
My mommy had to go to work, same as my daddy. No one was home. Well, no one would be home. So my mommy dragged me to what's called where you drop off your kids.
Daycare?
Daycare?
My mommy dragged me to daycare. And I'm gonna tell you, I hate daycare.
Did you guys ever go to daycare?
My parents would take care of me.
You mean your parents would just leave you alone by yourself?
Okay, that did happen a couple times.
I hate daycare. I hate it there. I'm gonna be there from 9 to 5. I don't even get paid. I'm there from 9 to 5. And I'm just sitting there, okay? This is like at least 3 to 4 times a week.
You're like the boss, baby.
Literally like the boss baby. I got my little suit on. I'm just sitting there. Nothing to do. You can play with either blocks or you can chat with the random kid that put the blocks in his nose. And I don't want to do any of that.
I was that kid, I'm not gonna lie. You don't want to talk to me, Blasa?
No, you smell weird.
I'm looking at
Dude.
Ew, why are you peeing yourself?
You know, whenever you're alone in the daycare in that little corner, it's just like you feel so safe and warm. I'm looking at pee my pants in the corner.
So every time I go there, I literally beg my mommy. I beg my mommy, please, mommy, no, don't drop me up into daycare. And she's like, no, I gotta put bread on the table for this darn family, and you're gonna go to the daycare, or else.
It sounds like a villain origin story.
She drops me off there. The people that take care of you are like so overly nice to you. They're like, oh, hello, little Blaza. How are you today?
They called you Blaza, dude.
No, dude, people that are overly nice are actually more scary than mean people. Like, what are they up?
Wait, I was going to say the same thing as the soft guy. I hate people that are overly nice. If you're too nice, you're hiding something, okay? What's the reality? What are you behind? Like, if you're meeting someone for new...
My mom drops me off, flies away as fast as possible, and I'm just there with the weird kids and the overly nice, caring people. What you usually do there is just either play with the toys or you eat like pears.
Pears?
Hair.
So most of the times, I literally just walk over all the toys and I sit in front of the window. Like it was a kind of a weird building. It had a really big round window, which was like fixed, so you can like sit in the window. And most of the time, I was like sitting for hours, looking outside, literally like this. I was sitting in that window.
Wait, why do you remember so
outside.
much stuff from like, what, 20 years ago?
So one day, when I was sitting in front of the window, I hear the caretaker ring a little bell. Ding, ding, ding. Kids, come over here. Ding, 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 ding. Very annoying, by the way. Kept on ringing that stupid bell. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, that's enough. I'm coming over. She said, today we're gonna do an exciting activity. We're gonna go outside. And I was like, we're going outside.
Dude, are you sure this is a daycare? This just is prison. You're in prison. Like, everything's the same. This caretaker,
Not a prison bell.
the
okay?
caretaker is a prison guard. You're getting your outside time from your jail cell.
Kids were trading like fruit snacks. Oh my god.
Wait, Blaza, you know what I just realized? You had your most...
Name the difference between school and prison.
And school spells out 6 cruel hours of our lives.
Oh my god, he cracked the code.
Wait, Blaza, you know what I just realized? You had your most, like, painful experience at 6 years old, bro. Are you okay?
Why's Mimi's dad?
Dude, he was here because this was for the first comic, you know? It's a references.
An Easter egg.
And I'm just saying, a brand new comic just released right now, by the time this video's out, I'm just saying. Docs.store, it's out right now. It's double the length for the same price. Double.
So I put on my big hiking boots and put on my jacket. I'm ready to go. The caretaker takes us all outside in a group. We all have to hold each other's hands in groups of 2 so we don't lose each other. So we're walking in groups of 2 behind each other like a little train. Dude, almost like a prison, like you're like chained to each other.
Shackled together.
And we went out for a little walk, like in the neighborhood over there. And while we were walking, I see in my vision, in the distance, I see a play town. What do you call it? A
Playground.
I see a playground.
Doesn't know. It's so funny.
It blows my mind that America's not the center of the universe.
Crazy that British is not like the center of like attention, you know, like it's not like everyone learns British language. And
I think I would actually become an alien. I would leave the planet and become an alien, bro.
I see a playground.
Doesn't know. It's so funny.
I was 6 years old, bro. I don't know. How am I supposed to?
You're not 6 years old now, bro.
We are gonna walk towards this, and I'm like, oh my god, I was so excited. We're gonna finally gotta do something more interesting. And when we got there, it was beautiful. It was like paradise. I saw a slide. I saw a whip wop. You know what that is?
What the heck's a whip wop? What's a whip
Like a
wop?
seesaw? It's probably a seesaw, isn't it?
No. Are you stupid? This is a whip wop.
It's a seesaw.
It's a whip wop.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
It's in my country too. I recognize the houses. So I see a
You got happy.
whip wop. I see
Look at a whip wop, please.
a climbing thing. What you call it? It's like a monkey. It's a monkey bar.
Why were they called monkey bars, by the way?
Monkey at the bar. I see something like this, and I just love. For some reason, I love that thing. So, okay, stop sending images of monkeys drinking juice.
Bowser, I think this is more important than your story. I'm sorry.
There was like 30 images, by the way. We were setting of monkeys drinking juice, bro.
We get there. I look at the teacher, and the teacher said, "Go on ahead, guys. Have an amazing flipping hacking time." And I was like, "Yes, it's gonna be the best day of my life." I was 6 years old. My life hasn't even started. I'm ready to have some fun. So I dragged the guy that I was forced to hold hands with. I dragged him to the whip wop.
Stop calling it a whip wop.
And it's called a whip wop. I forced him to go with me to the seesaw.
Yeah.
And I put him on it on one side, and I was on the other side. And you know when you go on the seesaw and you go down really fast, the guy on the other side just starts flying.
Oh, yo.
Dude, I did that to him. Yeah, he fell on the ground. He was crying. I was like, nah, I have no one to go on the flip flop anymore.
Stop going at a flip flop.
What if it isn't by the end of the story? Is it flip flop? Is it sip sop?
Is it seesaw? It keeps changing.
Oh man, okay, well he's gonna go to hospital probably. What do I do next? I started looking around and I saw the monkey bars. I was like, oh my god, I love the monkey bars. I wonder if I can get to the other side. So I start climbing up. I start hanging.
You ever notice that it's harder to climb monkey bars than that you're older?
I couldn't even do it as a kid. How did anyone do it, dude? It's impossible.
I start hanging, and I was like, holy flipping smoke, this is pretty high. Because I was 6 years old, I was probably like a feet tall.
You're at least 5 foot.
Exactly. So I start going from one hand to the other. And I was halfway there. I'm getting a little tired, and I feel my hand slip just a little bit. And I was like, oh no! And I clenched my hand, and my other hand just started slipping.
Oh no!
What am I supposed to do? So I tried to grab on even harder, and all of a sudden both of my hands just slipped.
You're cutting out, bro.
Oh, wait. Wait, is that good? I started falling
gracefully.
I'm falling in slow motion because it's all. You know when you fall sometimes, it feels like you're falling in slow motion.
Yeah, like your whole life like starts to like slow down.
I'm too big for that. The gravity hits me harder.
That segment is like 50 seconds, but it took him like 5 minutes to say because his mic kept on cutting it out, dude. Now that I actually listen to our voices, why does my mic sound so crisp and so nice, and everyone else's mics is like so below average?
Whoa, okay. Holy glaze, homo. Holy glaze.
How's that a glaze? It's just facts. It's just true.
Time starts slowing down, JoJo style. And I fall on the ground. Peter Griffin fall. And I'm laying there, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of fell in my lungs or something, because you know when you fall and you can't breathe for.
Oh yeah, you got wind.
Get the knocked out of you.
And I was like, and the teacher ran up to me. He's like, oh my god, Blas, are you okay? And I look at her. and I pull up my arm, and my arm, I kid you not, looked like the bubble tape.
No.
Wait, what's the connection?
You're lying.
My wrist broke. My wrist was broken.
no.
And the teacher was like screaming, like, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired, dog.
Bro, Blaza breaks his wrist every other year.
Dude, I guess since you break a bone the first time, it's prone to break again and again.
That's all she cared about was her job, not the broken hand.
Nah, screw the kid. It's her job.
Keep in mind, another kid also died.
What? That kid was not the main character of the story, okay? He's gonna be fine. He's already in the ambulance.
It was plot development.
So I looked at her. With my little hand curled up like that, and she was like, oh crap, you gotta go to the hospital. She called my mom. My mom brought me to the doctor.
Dude, I talked to Blaza's mom. Dude, she's so nice. Bro, and they're tall.
He needs to get into basketball. What's he doing?
Making Roblox videos.
And it hurt so much. I was 6 years old. So much. I'd never broken anything in my life. That's the first time I broke something. And luckily, everything was well and good. The doctors took good care of me. After a long time of healing, everything was okay and well. And my mama never brought me back to that daycare.
So if I drop you on your wrist right now, will it break?
No, I broke the wrist this other time as well with the dirt bike. It was the same wrist.
Brother, didn't you break the same wrist?
Yeah, exactly the same
Oh
wrist.
my god.
That's a weak wrist.
Wait, go back. Did you see the detail of the animate? Dude, animators are so awesome. When he crashed his bike.
They did it as like an S shape, like he said.
Look, oh my god. I remember, it's like they're actually alive making it, not just soulless entities that are just drawing and slaving away.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they're getting paid a livable income, right?
That was painful. Is there anything more painful?
I actually have a story that's similar. That has to do with the playground.
Okay, Tuxie.
Why are you guys dying in playgrounds like a battlefield?
Yeah.
Like, there's been so many.
Little Tuxie loved playing at playground, you see.
Whoa.
See, I wasn't as like athletic and strong as Blaza.
So fat.
I was fat. I was like you, Mimi. My favorite part about the playground was the swings.
The swings are the best part.
My favorite part about the swings was swinging really, really hard and trying to jump off of it.
Yeah!
Jump.
Yeah. Someone jump and try to do a flip. I can never do that, but like I've reached pretty high. Like you see what this bar is? Your swing reaching this high.
Yes.
Yeah, the goats.
Dude, every time I did that, I would Superman dive off of it and hurt myself.
Oh, what about doing a full 360 though?
See, like I said, I was exactly like Mimi. I couldn't do that kind of like fancy.
Why am I being dragged into this conversation? What did I do, bro?
Mimi, I'm telling my story right now. Why are you cutting me off, man? So my favorite part was the swings. Every single time you felt when you jumped off the swings, it felt like you were a superhero landing. So on this one particular day, my mom brought me to the playground and she sent me off. The first thing I do, I instantly run straight to the swing set because obviously that's the best thing at the park. I hop on, nobody was around luckily, so I had the whole swing set to myself. So I go for one big swing, two big swings, and three big swings. On the third swing, once I reached the top of the apex of the swing, one of my hands slipped off. And so I kind of launched off the swing in an awkward way.
Oh yeah, you're cooked.
And everything went dark for a second.
Oh, you're dead, bro.
It went dark?
You pass out.
I don't even remember because it was that hard of a fall.
Bro, did you not like snap your neck, bro? That's crazy.
Hey, Juicy.
Why?
Look at his neck.
Why they do me like this?
Oh, it does not go black for me.
Wait, you landed and your screen turned black. And
My screen turned black.
Your screen, you are chronically online.
Wait, but you woke up and you're still on the floor, so nobody helped you.
It was only for like a second, okay? It was only for like a second I was on the
How
ground.
would you know that?
Yeah, you don't know. You were knocked out. How do you know how long?
I think my mom would notice by then. At the beginning, I thought, oh, I landed it. I'm perfectly fine. That didn't hurt too bad. When I looked down at my elbow, there was a full 2-inch piece of wood chip sticking straight out of my elbow.
I'd rather break my arm, to be honest.
Let's be real here. 2 inches is a lot.
That's magnificent.
It's like way above average even, right?
Dude, you know how many kids probably
might be-
peed on that and stepped on it? Bro,
Why is that where your mind goes? That kids
Yeah,
pee
what
on
did
wood.
you think of that?
Wait, so it's in your elbow right now?
It was in the elbow. That was pretty painful in itself. You would assume that would be the most painful part. But luckily, next to the playground was a community center, and I was able to go to the nurse's office there.
So when your screen went black, your mom was there and she didn't care.
Your mom was just watching you.
He fell, he died.
Was your adrenaline like still kicked in, or did you like start to feel it?
Oh, you started to feel it for sure. Once you see whatever's in you kind of like realize how painful it is. My mom brought me to the nurse's office at the community center, and obviously she had to take out the piece of wood. That wasn't too bad initially.
Was it like a whole operation? You have to get an ER table?
No, she just pretty much yanked it out. And after that, she grabbed a bottle that said alcohol.
This story was worse than I imagined, dude. This is bad.
Pure rubbing alcohol, dude. Oh my god.
She had to clean out the wound.
You run.
She started chugging it.
She grabbed a bottle of whiskey and gave it to me so I could down it. No.
Take away the pain.
She grabbed a bottle of alcohol to pretty much disinfect the wound. And as she poured it onto that wound, it started bubbling, and that was the most painful thing I've ever done.
You're not supposed to cook it at all.
Yeah, if it was a big wound.
Dude, apparently it's bad. You're not supposed to use it because it just destroys all your cells or something.
The best thing you can do is just clean it off with soap and water and just put a band-aid on it.
Why is this the most Oh, I know what's the most replayed moment. Oh, this next moment is the best thing ever.
I heard you're not supposed to do that anymore.
No, yeah, it kills the healthy blood cells. My little brother, he accidentally fell and he had like a 2-inch splinter stuck in his butt. listen.
The animation there is crazy.
This is Avatar: The Last Airbender. When Aang sees all his past lives, like, this is so genius. How can AI like replicate this? Like, I'm like serious. Like, how do you prompt all of this like back to back?
You can't. That's what's so amazing about the human mind.
My little brother, he accidentally fell and he had like a 2-inch splinter stuck in his butt. listen. He kept it in his butt for like 2 weeks because he didn't want anyone to know that he had one in there. He didn't want anyone to he was embarrassed to say that, yeah, there's wood in my butt.
Bro, so he sat down with wood in his butt?
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
Not sit down. Like, how do you sit down with that, dude?
One day he just came up and we were having dinner. He was like, guys, I have something to tell you.
So good, dude. Oh,
Are you gonna handle it anymore?
What is even more painful than that?
Actually, I have one. Okay, so when I was a kid, I had this friend who had a trampoline that was like set up like right beside the water, like literally right beside it. And so one day while I was at their house, we were like playing on the trampoline, right? And I had this epic idea to jump off the roof of their shed onto the trampoline. So I climbed up on top of the shed and then I ran towards the trampoline, but I kind of slipped as I was jumping. And when
Oh my god.
Ali, why is your skin color yellow?
I don't know what I did. I don't know.
Liver failure, Ali?
Yeah, I did too much Dr. Pepper.
There was a banana peel on the edge of the shed.
And when I hit the trampoline, I like scorpioned myself.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no! It's where your leg like go backwards onto your head.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What?
The way they drew it was so good.
Dude, they even have the anatomy of the human body. Ali, were you that flexible, bro?
No, I'm not. It forced me into like doing that.
Okay, you go from jumping off a thing to your head, to your leg being behind your head.
The landing, bro.
Oh my god.
Ali, did you die?
Yeah, I died. I'm dead right now.
Oh my god, dude. Ali's alive again.
Guys, I'm still here.
Dude, we resurrected her back after this animation.
The air was knocked out of me and everything, but that's not all though. Right after that, I bounced off of the trampoline and fell into the water.
So you were winded and you were drowning.
Yeah, so that's basically drowning.
How does air getting knocked out of you even feel?
Dude, you've never had it, don't you? Can I punch you?
Come over here. Ali, we gotta see how painful getting the wind knocked out feels like.
Oh, I already know. You don't know, so I gotta show you. Okay, come here.
No, yeah. Just so this will help build the story.
Did I actually punch you here?
Yeah, you did. And I actually heard a lot. I just didn't want to say anything, so I was so cool and nonchalant, you know? Yeah, that's what they had to end up doing. But actually, I was in pain. I was in great pain.
Anyways, so yeah, that's not all right. So after I scorpioned myself, I bounced off of the trampoline and into the water. It was like a lake, kind of. Like, it was kind of like blue, clearish. And I was in so much pain. And I started crawling out of the water. That's not it. Like, there were barnacles everywhere.
You became like cheese. You got shredded like cheese.
What's so bad about that? Aren't they?
They're sharp.
And so I tried like standing going up and like tiptoeing through them, and I just kept stepping on them, and they were just slicing and slicing into my feet.
Why didn't you just swim instead?
I couldn't get up without stepping on them. I had to step on them to get out of the water.
Fun fact, guys, this was actually supposed to be a painful animation, but we already did like 2 animations called Pain, so we just renamed it the dumb stuff we did as kids. That's why it's really about pain, you know?
Okay, Ali, was it like worse than Legos or better than Legos?
I think it's worse than Legos.
I'm gonna say it, dude. Stepping on Legos is not that bad.
It is. It's horrible.
Stubbing your toe is 10 times worse, okay? Million times worse.
When you stub your toe and then your toenail pulls backwards, and then you have a black toe and it's bruised, and then your toenail falls off. When I finally got up, like my feet were all cut up and my whole body was like just done. I collapsed.
You collapsed?
Yeah, I collapsed. I was done.
That kind of sucks, Ali.
That kind of
That's the only thing he said for 2 hours in the whole animation. It's crazy.
That kind of sucks, Ali.
That kind of sucks. That's what you said after all of that? Muffin, all right, let's hear it.
I have the most painful story.
You guys just make up a story.
I don't make up stories. I never have in my life. You know, when I was like 5.
Why is everyone so young, bro? What is
Because when we're 5, we're stupid. We hurt ourselves.
You know those little like bouncy balls that you like bounce around on?
Yeah, I love those things.
Oh, those are so fun.
Oh, the space hoppers. Yeah, dude, those are so good. I still actually use them every day. Like I'm actually on one right now.
Oh, you be bouncing, Muffin?
Yeah.
We know what you meant there, Nightway.
I was bouncing around. I was like, yippee, yippee, like a happy boy.
Dude, he sounds so happy.
So you know what? You know those granite countertops? I was being a little like silly person, and I was like, let me bounce around under this granite countertop.
Oh, no.
Muffin, did you perhaps ride like a really short bus, like going to school? No. Did you have lunch from like different times than the normal people?
Hey, did you ever go to a different classroom with like different teachers?
What is that image? What did they think when you said you had to go to a different classroom?
This is the one time the animators didn't get what we were saying.
Okay, so basically, when I would bounce around not under the countertop, I would like bounce above the countertop, like my head would bounce above it. So when under the countertop, I bounce the same way I would when I bounce not under the countertop. So basically, when I bounce under the countertop, I hit my head on the countertop really hard. Like it was like harsh. Like I just like.
Muffin's the only person to replicate that same painful moment just for the animation, just for the sound.
He went underneath the marble countertop again.
Smashed his head just for that sound effect, dude. He has permanent brain damage.
Like I just like. No. This is the top. Think of this as the top of my head, okay?
Yeah.
This is before I bounced my head on the countertop. So this is after.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
I actually didn't really feel it. And my mom's like, oh, we have to go to the hospital. I was like, okay.
Did you have to get stitches?
Yeah, so what the doctors did is like...
You didn't feel anything?
I didn't really feel it. I was like chilling.
This wasn't painful?
There's a hole in your head and you don't feel it?
I didn't see it. I think that's the thing. I didn't see
When
it.
you don't see it, you can't feel it.
I think they put like a needle on my head, like to like numb it up.
Dude, head injuries are actually the worst.
I've never hurt my head. Oh, actually, no, I lie.
And then they like
what?
stitched it up. And now I'm fine.
That was all pretty painful.
It's winter. It's almost Christmas. You know, the Christmas tree is up. All this information. I go downstairs. You know, I come out of my gamer cave, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna make hot cocoa.
Oh,
Yummy.
I don't know if Americans know what this is, but the kettle. You know, you. Oh yeah. Don't Americans like just?
We microwave everything.
So anyway, I put some water in, and like my mother decorated with like ornaments and everything. It has lights and everything. So while the water is boiling, behind like the kettle, next to the microwave power outlet, and that's where the thing is plugged in.
Oh shoot.
You're gonna electrocute yourself?
No.
Something caught on fire for sure.
So I thought, you know, it's kind of dark outside because, you know, when it's winter, it's like dark outside at like 3 p.m. I thought, let me turn them on. So I kind of awkwardly reach over the kettle, and, you know, on the top, there's like a button that opens the lid. So I kind of awkwardly reach over it, and then before I realized, I must have hit a button or something. The lid opens and it like slams right into my face.
Face?
Yeah, I was like with my head over the lid, and it opened right into my cheek, and it's like metal.
I'm just distracted at actually how cute Dinosaur's character is. It's honestly a really good character.
So you got like a face full of boiling water.
Yeah, you got You got branded.
Was the lid hot? Like,
Yeah, the lid was hot. I like basically just branded myself in a second-degree burn.
did it leave a mark?
I had it for like 2 weeks. By the way, it took like 4 seconds for me to realize what even happened. I didn't even
Stand
feel
there
it.
for 4 seconds burning. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even feel it when it happened. I'm like, oh, something feels funny. It hit me. And it hit me. For the next 2 weeks, I had like a big circle on my face. It became like the disgusting kind of, crusty and yeah.
A scab.
You get a
And I had to go with school with that and explain that embarrassing story to literally everyone.
You should have just said you fought like a bear. Like you stopped your dad from beating your mom.
You saved a cat from a burning house.
And that would have been way better.
Say you had a really hard time pooping.
That was you earlier, Oof.
It wasn't.
His dad is Godzilla and his mom is Barney.
That's awesome, bro.
Dude, I had my shirt off, bro. My shirt came off. That's how bad it was.
You okay?
No, it's not okay.
It was red, then became like brownish.
I like you think you had it kind of bad, bro. Like the worst out of all, because like it hurt the most, like longer.
for a long period of time, and the social embarrassment on top of it.
If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. Oh my god, I did enjoy. If you guys enjoyed and you want to support more animations, check out Store. Okay, we have a brand new comic that is double basically the length of the other comics at the same price. You can even get a bundle, get all 3 of them for a cheaper price. Just give me your money and I won't come get you.